produces more than 5 million tons of garbage per year, an average of about 1 kilogram per person per day, and getting rid of it all has become a major headache for authorities. A large proportion of Tokyo's trash is waste paper. Producing have become 5 million tons. The human luggage signaling system, as it matures, it uses vocal sounds. It is important to remember that basically language is something which is spoken. The written language is secondary and derivative. 4はの後ろの SV が決めて The significance of Mary in colonial history can scarcely be overrated, for it was a major hurdle in the development of the American colonies to the newly arrived settlers or fresh Europeans. Its wreck entry proved fatal. 文のここ使う前置詞プラス名詞をここでくくる。前置詞プラス名詞。The significance of Mallory in colonial history. 前置詞。History. The significance can scarcely be overrated という SV の文系が逆に変わってきた。be overrated は受動体だから助動詞 can とセットで weight 考える。scarcely が弱いって評価されすぎなこともない。ツイッター調べてましたね。一つ目のカマード4がこのテーマ4のためと前置詞を考えて for it こうすると words の主語がなくなります。 words 4前置詞がなくというのは何々だからという意味の遠い接続詞For it was a major hurdle in the development of American colonies. B 動詞と結合する名詞は保護ですから、hurdle は保護と言えます。hurdle was a major hurdle. 4の後は SV 詞の形になっている。4の後にそれがつくところで意味が生まれちゃう。4の中に前置詞と接続詞に併用される語には as, after, before などがあります。これの品詞の決定がいかなり判断。for as プラス名詞なら前置詞。for as プラス SV なら前接続詞。その間の場合でも V があるか否かがその後の品詞をこれを決定します。文化上すごい知っている。誰しの人がいますが、どの時の訳すない品詞と文詞の訳をかどうかせない。なお、遠い接続詞4は口語ではあまり使えません。補足説明で使うので、従属接続詞 because のように、なのでと一緒か訳し上げないで前から、というのは何だかと訳すようにします。さて最後の前置詞国語を括弧にする。文の国語が残ります。proved に続く fatal。形容詞ですから保護し、コンプリメント proved fatal. European sailors were afraid to sail straight westward into this vast unknown. That wait easy seemed too many miles. You had to be able to go there and back. You had to be able to go there and back westward. なるほど。集合。第一部のビアファイ2 Crazy away 集合全地区 Many miles 線路保護 For のうちに You have to be able to go 通過するというのはという意味になる。O と C に RSP 関係 O と C に RSP 関係A temple like that of Olympia was surrounded by statues of victorious athletes dedicated to the gods. To us, this may seem a strange custom for, however popular our champions may be. We do not expect them to have their portraits made and presented to a church and thanksgiving for victory achieved in the latest match. SVC の文献を作ってコンプリメント文の主語を説明する役割をしますが、特に主格法ということがこれに対して SP plus OX O is X のように S が X の群 OX の形式 O が小群 X が群として X が不定しないそして文が成立するとき X を O に対する C 目的確保語と言います、このように O と C の間に意味上 S 主語と P 述語の関係があることを念頭に解消するのがこのくらいの技術です。述語 P述語 predicate copy adjective これ形容詞 adjective 音がちっちゃい
adjective
adjective 形容詞 paste predicate adjective 叙述形容詞 His English I made him happy His English I made him happy A predicate adjective predicate 叙述形容詞述部のpredicating, predicates, predicate,
predicate,
predicate, a predicate adjective, a predicate adjective,
predicate,
predicate 断定する This theory predicates the Big Bang theory of the universe. This theory predicates the Big Bang theory of the universe. Predicates. Can we predicate that dog has a soul? Can we predicate that a dog has a soul? 属性であると断定する。He predicated rationality of humankind. He predicated rationality. 彼はこれ人間の属性であると断定した。rationality 人間の属性 rationality 合理性
Rationality.
rationality rationality 合理性 predicate predicate adjective predicate adjective predicate adjective subject verb なんだっけ object predicate predicate temple was surrounded that the temple 最大名詞 dedicated a statue を装飾過去分詞第二文の方はカマヤさんたちを示す however be の括弧で書くと for we do not expect と for の後に SV が続きますから for 接続詞です this はないわけだ to us this may seem a strange custom statue victorious a sweet dedicate in thanksgiving when achieved latest food however popular our champions may be we do not expect them to have their portraits made and presented to a church expect them to have SとP の関係がまた have の portraits which made presented もはやはり S と P の関係があることを見抜く分かりやすいのは不定詞を現在している expect them to have their portrait made and presented they have their portrait made を中心に意味を変えてO と意味上 S と P の関係を語句説を O に対する C と考えているのです。なお、have O 過去分詞は O を内させるという意味で重要構文です。In 2000 years, all our generals and politicians may be forgotten, but Einstein and Madame Curie and Bernard Shaw and Stravinsky will keep the memory of our age alive. Keep the memory of our age alive. General politician Einstein, Mercury, live on show.収録will keep memory alive. Alive of our age. メモリ収録前置思考。私の時代、現代、お年に感覚がと全部 memory will be alive. お年になるぜ、P 関係。V, it, C, to V の捉え方。Older people usually find it more difficult to acquire the new skills required by technological changes, and they do not enjoy the same educational opportunities as young workers. 前の課題 SB 推しの文系でオートしないと S と P の関係があることになる。O の上にちょっとしたことがこの章特に it に注目。Find it more difficult. 副詞のマークとして it と difficult。B 動詞もすると is it difficult? というのは英語です。it difficult となったら意味上 S と P がつまり find it difficult 英語優先の文系になっている。翻訳それが難しいと分かるとなります。この一致ではなく体性を持たず、本のこれ私はそうです。後ろに目をやると、to acquire とは実はこの一致が中身。Older people usually find it more difficult to acquire the new skills required by technological changes. 具体的内容という代わりに用いている一等形式目的語または仮目的語といいと以下を新目的語と言います。ご説明したことはこの形式目的語の訳し方は it の部分に to 以下を当てはめるだけです。Find it more difficult to acquire more difficult とありますが比較ないと young workers とか required すぐに by skills という構えからand they do not enjoy the same educational opportunities as young workers. The same words find it thinks will make wait see too. Even advanced nations are Western background if they happen to be small. Frequently find it necessary to utilize foreign languages for many purposes. A Danish school, for instance, will find it more sensible to publish in English for world audience than in Danish for limited number of fellow Danes. Even advanced nation of Western background, if they happen to be small, frequently find it necessary to utilize foreign languages for many purposes. Find it necessary to utilize foreign languages for many purposes. Find it necessary to utilize foreign languages. A Danish scholar, for instance, We find it more sensible to publish in English for world audience than in Danish for limited number of fellow Danes happen to frequently utilize. For instance, the civil then to utilize 演習なのかたまたま小国だと大丈夫な国は Nations find it necessary to utilize であり以上 It is necessary to utilize 輸出は仕事する間に存在と福祉部第二のドアの形式目的を使った国語で find it more sensible to publish となっているので意味上 It is more sensible to publish と把握するnot but を見落とすな Much has been spoken and written about past experience of war and we all know the effects of war too well. Yet, in the name of peace, the stockpiling of armaments is going on, and we are told that safety lies not in disarming but in rearming. Much has been spoken and written about the past experiences of war, and we all know the effects of war too well. Yet, in the name of peace, the stockpiling of armaments is going on, and we are told that safety lies not in disarming but in rearming. この大変長い一文これどのようになっているのか早速前置ここに理性に注目しながらするとか Much has been spoken and written about the past experiences of war, and we all know the effects of war too well. 二つ目の and を境に much has been spoken and written to、we all know the effects と二つの国語を使いました。現在完了時ですが、この後 V は現在完了に注目し実は yet は間までこれも簡単です。前置句国語にとする The stockpiling 備蓄か is going on さて河川もこの韓国に特に not in disarming but in rearming この問い接続詞 but は形の似た in disarming rearming を結んでいます effect stockpiling of armaments stockpiling disarm rearm サイクル Bこのバッター not セットで not A バッタ B A ではなく B 構文を作るので rather むしろという意味です。そして A と B につながりなかったり対立的な関係を私 and we are told that safety lies not in disarming but in rearming この but がしかしの意味であるところで not but B は B and not A 形を取る He is not a carpenter but a teacher. He's a teacher and not a carpenter. どちらも体だけではない復旧職人であるの意味です。carpenter あ、屋根復旧職人。な、これ。virtue 屋根復旧職人ってpredicate と Thatcher.
Thatcher. Margaret Thatcher.
Thatcher. Thatcher でいいの。Thatcher. 屋根屋。Thatcher. 屋根拭き職人。Thatcher. Thatcher. 屋根拭き職人だって。Thatcher. 鉄の女。The Iron Lady. Thatcher. Thatcher. 例えば He is not young, but he is energetic. He is not young, but he is energetic. Thin, salted crisp potato chips are Americans' favorite snack food. They originated in New England as a man's variation on the French fried potato, and their production was the result not of a sudden stroke of cooking invention, but of a fit of anger. Thin salted crisp potato chips are Americans' favorite snack food. They originated in New England as a man's variation on the French fried potato. As a woman's variation on the French fried potato, and their production was a result not of a sudden stroke, and their production was the result not of a certain stroke or kicking invention, but of it of anger. Wait, 爆発 stroke 発生28 and production. それらのそれら第一番 salted chips is as one man's variation. さらに on the French fried potato variation に対する形容詞的な前置詞後半の their production それの生産それが強いってことでそれらの their production their 誰が使えたこと。彼らの
There.
彼らのステラの and the variation on the French were potato and their production was the result. So then stroke of cooking invention, but of fit of anger. Fit 爆発か。相関表現をうまくして文の骨格を使う。Dogs communicate in many ways. They not only bark, but they howl, growl, snarl, and whine. Animals communicate with each other not only with sounds and movements, but with smell. Dogs communicate in many ways. They not only bark, but they howl, growl, snarl, and whine. Animals communicate with each other not only with sounds and movements, but with smell. 歩くと歩くがつになって接続詞の役をするもの、相互に関連する接続詞、相関接続詞。前から登場した not A but B では A でなく B の意味になる場合に相関接続詞となります。この動きは文の語源には見えにくくするのに要注意です。例題では冒頭のいないは方にしょう。They not only bark, but they also howl, growl, snarl, and whine. この文の but の通りに時はしかしとして意味がわかりません。not on だ。これだけでなくて意味のつながりがわからない。not only A but B, both A and B, either A or B, A か B か either, neither でもない。いずれかか。not only A but also 何しますbark, howl, growl, snarl, whine, but also yes, we will see even maybe not only mouths. 同じようにかなってないかです。Animals communicate with each other, not only with sound and movements, but also with smell. 簡単に使うまた後でパッと相関接続詞に B as well as A、A と B が分かります。A と B に注意してください。as well as A。河川部を訳しなさい。Reading aloud is an educational tool as well as an instrument of culture. Instrument of culture is an educational tool. Reading aloud is an aid to greater accuracy and better understanding of the written word. Tool, instrument, 道具楽器道具 Culture, aid, 助けとな accuracy. Reading aloud is an educational tool as well as an instrument of culture. Reading aloud 文化の道具。Educational tool relating around it. Need to great accuracy and better understanding of written word. 週休。Reading around is educational tool as well as an instrument of culture. 教育の手段、文化を伝える手段。そのculture。Reading is innate to great accuracy and better understanding of the written word. 従属説過去にてことをつかむ。従属説 The Western way of thinking is analytical. If a Westerner has a problem or wishes to discuss a complex subject, he tries to analyze it. He tries to break the problem or subject down into separate parts. The Western way of thinking is analytical. If a Westerner has a problem or wishes to discuss a complex subject, he tries to analyze it. He tries to break the problem or the subject down into separate parts. 説よくね、説は文の一部としてまとまった意味を、それじゃあ中に S を含む単位を入れましたね。and, but, or, no, for, so。同意接続詞と呼び、その前後の説 SBX を同意説と言います。SBX and SBX。同意接続詞の前でピリオドですと、それぞれ独立する文になります。一方、when, if, as, because, so。なるほどの接続詞は従属接続と言います。なぜ従属というんでしょうか。例題の下線。第2部で考えてみましょう。If a Westerner has a problem or wishes to discuss a complex subject, he tries to analyze it. Westerner has a subject. なり、S ブルスナイトと結論。一方かまあ以下のときです。He tries to analyze it. この1か。しかし、if をつけて2で、元文 if の部分はもしならという条件を示す副詞、主に正語文。このように副詞の役を持つ説を副詞説明。if がついたためにこれ自体を独立したと。いわば副詞に格下げされる従属説。独立可能主説と言います。この説と従属説関係者。3つのタイプになります。副詞の性質から3年とになるし副詞説をごゆっくり接続 F subject。西洋の分析的。When I speak of internationalization, I do not mean the changing of external lifestyles, but the development of internal new attitudes or motivations must be in step with the conditions of the time. When I speak of internationalization, I do not mean the changing of external lifestyles, but the development of internal new attitudes. なるほど。編集10。編集10。 They do not mean not it is not the changing they mean not the changing but the development when 福祉的従属説明と一つ見せをする in step as 調和して motivation